Hi everyone, welcome to Howie School. I'm Joanna and Julian's not here with me today, so I'm gonna do it alone. Howie School. Welcome. Today I'm gonna be talking about math and how we do math in our house, where Julian is at in math this year. He is going into 4th grade, but he's still kind of really working on some of the things he learned in 3rd grade. He had trouble grasping it, maybe more mastering it. So we're still working on that, and I'm going to share the things we use, how we do math. Now, Jam is very big into manipulatives and having different things he can touch and use during math. Now, our base curriculum is Oak Meadow. So for 4th grade, he's actually got a math workbook, which is the first time. It's always been just the teacher course book, but this year they're more independent, which is why I had bought him the planner if you saw our planning video. And so he's got his own math course book, which he will be using for math. And this year it's great because it starts with, of course, review, addition, subtraction, and skip counting, place value and telling time, simple division and word problems, carrying and borrowing. But the things he still needs a lot of work on are multiplication and division, so the problems can be easier for him. So we are going to be reviewing that. Same thing with, he's pretty good with weights and measurements, but sometimes he gets a little confused. Luckily that is also coming up. And Roman numerals, we kind of, yeah, that was difficult. And fractions and decimals. Those are big ones for him. I'm not sure they're doing decimals in here, but we will touch upon them at home. I don't follow this exactly to a T, but it is our core curriculum, Oak Meadow. But they are definitely doing money review. But the multiplication, division, and fractions are the big ones for Jam this year. So this is what we're using. He is the Oak Meadow. Now, I don't use this as a core, and he is, even though he's going into 4th grade, we will be using level 3, is the Good and the Beautiful. And the reason I like to do this is we'll do this maybe once a week, twice a week, whatever, whenever we have extra time. And sometimes he just wants to do the student worksheet or the bonuses on these things. So this will help reinforce, because I believe level 3 is more multiplication, division, fractions, subtracting bigger numbers. I believe I have to finish reviewing it. Because it comes with the box with lots of manipulatives, and that is, again, how he likes to learn. And of course, Oak Meadow gives you lots of resources as far as ideas and ways to implement the lessons that they are having. Now, here's some things that we use is a main lesson book. This was our 3rd grade one, math. So he'll have another one. Let's see, he was telling time. Here's his gallon man. And just things like, I'm just trying to turn, it has these little pages in between, this onion skin, so that the crayons don't go over. Here he's talking about equivalent. So yeah, so he'll be doing another main lesson book again with Oak Meadow this year. He's just got a whole bunch of his things in here. And we like this because he likes to make it nice. And just even writing it down also helps him. Reading it, touching it, writing it, hearing it, all of it. My oldest daughter, who is now, she's gonna be 23, was a musical person. And so for her, I had bought her CDs that help with multiplication. I got the musical multiplication for Jam from The Good and the Beautiful, and it's nice, and he sings it when it's on, but when he tries to do it just out of memory, it doesn't work for him. He's not like her. And then, so this is where he'll write the lessons we're doing, but anytime he needs any scrap paper or anything like that, we use the Waldorf Days of the Week colors. So I bought these at the Target dollar section a few years ago, and I bought tons of them, so I'd have tons of them. And he just whips something out like this, and if it's for spelling or math or whatever, obviously here we were talking about ancient hot chocolate. He wrote a recipe down. So anything like that, that's not gonna go in our main lesson books. He just writes this. I see some spelling words, and he can do math in here. So we use this for math as well. And so we have one for each day, and when they run out, I just replenish it with a new one. And these are not usually out in a tray, but because it's the easiest way for me to show you all, these are some of the manipulatives we use a lot. He's lost his wizard. So when we started math, we used to have the math gnomes, which is what the stories were in Oak Meadow. They used these math gnomes. So I made him these little math peg gnomes. And he kind of wanted to kind of almost keep a theme like that, but it's turned into Legos. He's got this math wizard and his apprentice right here that we use, and they help us with our math. We always have a measuring tape. We also have a ruler, a yardstick, and a ruler and a yardstick. We have this money. This is from Learning Resources, and I bought this also a few years ago and the coins as well, at Target, at the Target Dollar Spot. Now, Target Dollar Spot is infamous for having erasers. I try not to go crazy and buy every time they have cute ones, but I did purchase enough of these little astronaut ones. They come with rockets as well, that I have 120 in here, so he can go all the way up to 12 times 10 if he needs to with manipulatives. And we have all these different dice in here. Let me show you because there's quite a few. And I got these at the Dollar Tree. Can you see? I'm hoping. They're really pretty cool. Dice. Let me just look. We have some. So these are really nice. This one's by tens. Just lots of different dice. And we use those quite a lot. I just picked this up. It's literally, I haven't even opened it, at the Dollar Spot in Target. And this was $3, and it's a dry erase pocket tent. So it'll stand up on the table here, and I will put something in here. And I bought whichever ones they had, and they did have a math one, which was great because it has the multiplication table. It also has some other things, subtraction table, fraction action, which is something else we needed. Draw the shapes, just lots. I haven't even opened this, just lots of, it has the 10 frames, which we don't use anymore. Those he has outgrown, but you never know. Sometimes they just like to do these things just to do them. So I'm gonna imagine they're double-sided, right? Here's your multiplication table and multiplication equations. Isn't that cute? Same thing, addition equations and place value, which he knows pretty well, his place value. It was super cute the way they do place values in Oak Meadow, the stories. It was his favorite. Every time he draws a comma, he's telling me he's putting a wall. So we really enjoyed those, the magic triangles, draw the shapes. So just a lot of fun math things. And these were $3 for this pack, and the tent was $3 as well. Here's some other things that we're going to be using this year. We got the Usborne Maths Scribble book. I think I got this one, even though I'm an Usborne rep. I think I got this one at Book Outlet. So, and this is just cracking it open because we haven't even opened it yet. This has different things to do with math. So I think he's gonna enjoy this, and he doesn't have to do this every day, but every now and then just to scribble. I would say in the car, but we used to do car schooling a lot, but since maybe 1 or 2 years ago, he started getting a lot of motion sickness. So in the car, we only do audiobooks. Now, we also, and these we use a lot in our house, are the Usborne math dictionaries. I don't believe they have this one anymore, but they do have these, and we use these a lot. This is, explain a little bit for older kids, but it's still good. And sometimes we will pull the open to the section on each book just to read what they each say. So we'll use this one and this one and this one just to see the difference. You can see he has it marked here. He had recently used it on fractions. So you can see how nice and simple that looks. And And that's the one I don't think they carry anymore. I'm not sure, but I will link my Usborne link in below, and you can definitely find these two there. And then this one is the elementary one. So we do use this one a lot. You can even tell it is so worn from how much we use this one. This is usually the best one for him. Combining shapes. Let me see, I'm just trying to see what I can find here. We have our multiplication tables, which is once again what we're mostly doing. I love the visuals here for him. So the whole point is that they're illustrated. These are illustrated, so that really helps because he has that visual then when he's doing the math. We still use these little number bond cards for multiplication. Sometimes I'll just write one or two, I'll write two numbers and then he has to figure out the rest. And usually we use it for multiplication. These are just dry erase, so I'll leave them out in the morning and he knows what to do with those. We got this, we have the other ones. This was also from Usborne. This one is the math of a milkshake, discover and learn with 20 experiments. We have the other ones, they are for chemistry, biology, and physics. And this one is for math. It says, get ready to play and learn with your food. Discover the secrets of pie. Learn about the hidden numbers in your food. Conduct experiments with shapes and patterns and more. The math of milkshake brings math into the kitchen for a fun and interactive approach to learning for the whole family. So then it has fun things, experiments that you do for math. So this is a lot of fun. And once again, another hands-on way for me to do math with Jam. Now, for our morning, we have a morning basket or just a daily basket because sometimes we don't get to it in the morning. And I had the Evan Moore, I want to say it's called Daily Review Math for grade 3. And I had it for spelling, I had it for geography. And I was like, it's just too many books here. So this year I went with the teacher file box. So I'm praying that just printing it out and having it on a clipboard is easier. But I still got these skill sharpeners. And that's just exactly what they are, skill sharpeners. Don't use it to teach new material. It's more just to sharpen his skills, to review with him. So whenever we want, we just use this one. As a matter of fact, the 3rd grade one is what he's using this summer because we didn't really use it much during the school year. We used the daily math to go with our curriculum, and then we used this one kind of really finishing it up now. And it's really seriously just a review, and it's sharpening his skills because he's going through it quickly. He does a few pages a day. And as I said, we were doing Roman numerals and we were not too good with that. So I did get another book because I can't have enough books to help us with our Roman numerals. And it's very cute. And it has, it's hard to see, but it has the Roman numerals there. It's called Roman numerals. So I'm excited to try this one out. I have to find a way to really, it's not that he needs to know Roman numerals, but I would like him to. And it was in our Oak Meadow curriculum, so I really do want to continue with that. Like I said, I like getting books. Here's another one. It's called Masterpieces, The Art of Problem Solving. So this one is just more really for problem solving. I'm not sure what ages this one was for, but it's just fun to have different materials just to get your brain going. So this one does lots of different, it uses art in this one. That's why it's called Masterpieces on problem solving. Just got this. I think I got this at Ollie's, probably for just a couple bucks. It's the DK How to Be Good at Math, the simplest ever visual guide, and I got it because it's visual. So I'm hoping that just like our visual books, illustrated dictionaries, that this will be just as good for him. I don't know, he might be intimidated by the size, which is why I think he likes the other ones. And we recently got this one. I haven't used it yet. I have flipped through it, so I'm excited to use it. The School of Numbers. So learn about mathematics with 40 simple lessons. So I'm hoping we'll get to use this. We'll see how that goes for us, if we use it or not. But I hope so. All right, moving on. Multiplying and dividing. Like I said, that's a big one for us. So I have the Lift the Flap Multiplying and Dividing. He loves these Lift the Flap books, so it's going to be a really, really easy way for me to get him to want to do it. see, you can see some of these flaps. And it has multiplying and dividing, so it's perfect for us. And I showed this in my other, I think it was my rainbow resource haul. We will be using the bumper car math, which goes up to dividing up to 9 and multiplying up to 9s. And then we had this last year, and he does use this to check his work or when he's really stumped. And it's these little, it's a little multiplication table, and it has the problems. Let's see, not doing too hot without jam here. It has the problem and then the answer on the back. So it's super cute. I think I got this last year from Rainbow Resource as well. We will be doing these Usborne activity books. We got the multiplying and dividing and the graphs and charts. And these are just fun, just anytime, just to do one page. You don't have to do a lot. And he just likes them. They're fun, they're colorful, and they're really cute activity books. And we'll also be doing, we got the intermediate math, and these are dry erase, and this one's multiplying, this one's dividing. He has used these. They come in the intermediate math pack, or intermediate pack, I want to say, because I think it came with 2 language arts ones as well. And he's used this before, so if you see marks, it's okay. So we'll be using these this year, a little bit more than we did last year. Another book I got, The Multiplying Menace Divides. So I'm hoping this is going to be another good one for dividing. He really does enjoy using stories for multiplication and division, just for math in general, which is why Oak Meadow Math has been really good for him. This one, I haven't used this. I've heard good things. I didn't get the division one because I'm going to try out the multiplication first. Multiplication facts that stick. And it's supposed to be help your child master the multiplication facts for good in just 10 weeks. We will see. This is from Well-Trained Mind Press, and we're going to try it out and see it. I think it has games and different techniques. So I don't know. We'll see how that works out. And this one has been fun. Shore Seekers by Simplyfun. And in this one, you're trying not to go over 7, and then you're allowed to use up to 3 dice and not roll over 7 if you want to move. And if you use all 3 dice, if your total was 4, you're going to multiply it by 3 because you used 3 dice. So we are multiplying up to 3s with this one, and it's fun, just a quick fun review for him. And he's enjoying that, so I'm enjoying that. And now we're going to move on to fractions. Here was one thing that we really enjoyed this year, and we will use it. We just started it towards the end of 3rd grade, so we will continue with it. We got these beautiful art fraction sets from Thistles and Biscuits. It's a printable. I actually have an affiliate link, and I'll put that below. If you don't want to use it, you can just go straight to their site. And so you print these out, and you have the art, and I don't know if you can see it here, but I printed it out on cardstock and magnetized it so that it's easier for us to use. And then this one is cut into 10ths, and then he'll put it back, well, under there. We usually have the frame off, and then we put the frame back on, and so he knows it's 10ths. It comes with lots of things. It comes, I think all the way up to 10ths, I want to say. The pictures, you cut them, and then it comes with it written, and also in numbers. I'm sorry, I have a rubber band on that, but you can see. And then it comes with these little dots. You don't have to do what I did, but because I have it all magnetized, so let's say this one's 1/5. And I just put a magnet on the back, and it sticks, and then he puts it on there. So it's an easy way when we're adding and subtracting them. He just uses that. We really like it. Now last year I purchased this from Mirustoys. This board has the, oh goodness, my mind just, the degrees on it. But it's mostly for fractions. So let's see if I can pull up 2 matching fractions. Okay. I should have had that ready. Well, here's a hole, and you put it on here, and that's a hole. And then if I could find the other half, I'd show you the half. So this was really nice, and we really enjoyed it. But I quickly realized I should have just spent a little bit more and gone with her bigger board. And I did that for this year, and I'll be handing that one down probably to my sister's kids. So I got this one this year from Mirustoys, and this is gorgeous. So down here with dry erase markers, we can add, we can reduce, we can do different math problems with fractions and have the visual aid up here. So you would have a half and a half. Let's see if I can get that going. And it equals a whole. I don't have any dry erase markers to really share that on the bottom, but you'll get the picture. Oh, I think we're standing up nicely for you all. And so here is how it'll look for Jam. And he'll write right here, half plus half equals whole. So I'm super excited to work with him with this. And another one I don't believe they make anymore, and I had bought it years ago when I had a book party, and it's the Lift the Flap Fractions and Decimals from Usborne. So you can probably find these sometime on Usborne, Thrift Books, any place where you can find the older books that are no longer in print. And so we'll use that one because it does like that. I did find another book called The Wishing Club, a story about fractions. I want to say I found this one at a used bookstore, and I think they'll be dividing things up and such in this club, but it is a fraction story. And then I think this is the last thing I have. I bought this, and I mean years ago, off Facebook Marketplace, and it's discontinued. They don't make it anymore. Maybe it can be found used. It's from Pottery Barn. So I probably don't need this because I have the beautiful Mirustoys fraction board, but I bought this literally years ago for like $5. And it's this gorgeous fraction set, and it has more underneath. Hopefully I don't drop these. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, and I don't believe they make these anymore. Here we go. I'll show you more. Keeps going. I've held on to this knowing we would one day use it. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, and those are the things we have as of now set up for math this year. So as you can see, the big focus this year is multiplication, division, fractions, decimals, and Roman numerals for us. I don't know that we're gonna get past much more than that. We'll still review other things from last year. I will try to link everything that I shared here today down below. If you have any questions, any suggestions for me on helping Jam with his math. I'm not the greatest at math, and I don't want him to feel the way I do. And he knows. He'll tell you he loves math, and he does. And I love that, and I don't want to kill that fire. And even when he doesn't understand a math concept, he keeps working at it because he loves math. So if you have any suggestions as well for me, I'm all ears. I'd love to hear it. And these are the items we're using, and we will continue to use this year. And as things work or don't work for us, we will definitely let you know. All right, guys, thanks for coming. Bye.